Greetings. My name is Dr. Fuller. I would like to introduce you to the mathematical world around you. I would like to talk to you about one of the most essential concepts in mathematics, problem solving. While it might appear that all the math you learn is about calculating values, I argue that one of the most important reasons mathematics is taught is because of problem solving. While some mathematics you learn from middle school through college is job specific, mathematics teaches you a language and the rules to solve problems in logical, organized ways. And we solve problems every day. Not every problem is about mathematics, but many situations require problem-solving skills that we learn and practice in a controlled environment that we call a classroom. I use Polya's 4-step problem-solving process to help me solve many problems. The steps are simple and make the problem-solving process easier. This process works with one-step word problems and large, complicated projects. First, understand the problem. This means I start by reading or listening and making sure all of the information in the problem makes sense. Then, I think about what I am trying to find or do and what that answer should look like. It also means evaluating what I know and what I have versus what information I need. I ask myself, is anything unimportant? During this step, I start to think about strategies that might be helpful to understand and solve the problem. For example, I may need to draw a picture to help me better understand the problem. Sometimes a crude sketch can help a problem make much more sense. Second, create a plan to solve the problem. I ask myself things like, have I solved this before? Or, what do I know about problems like this? It also means selecting one or more strategies. I will talk about problem-solving strategies after these steps. Third, I implement the plan. I try it and see what happens, making sure I do everything planned. After each step in the plan, I check to ensure that I did things correctly. Sometimes this means evaluating my progress, and sometimes it means checking my work as I go. Finally, and most importantly, I reflect. Beyond just asking myself, did the plan work and does the solution make sense? We want to know, is there a way to know if my answer is correct or check my answer? Is there another way I could arrive at the same answer? If my plan did not work or my solution does not make sense, I may need to go back to the first step, understanding the problem. However, before I start over, I check my work and my assumptions at each step. And I evaluate what happened and why so that when I try again, I know what I need to do differently. Not only do I reflect because I want to know about my answer, I reflect because I have new information to solve future problems. Some problem-solving strategies that I have found helpful include drawing a picture. I do not always know where to start calculating, but drawing a picture or a representation of the situation may make it click or may even give the solution. Looking for patterns. Sometimes identifying a pattern is a quick way to a solution. A key thing to look out for when you look for patterns is that sometimes it seems like a pattern exists when there really isn't one. Or the pattern is quite different when a larger perspective is taken or a special case is used. Guess and check. I like to start with this method when I know I will use other strategies later. Aside from a quick way to test your assumptions, it is an excellent way to estimate in a variety of situations. The check stage should include adjustments to see if other possibilities exist. Also, sometimes you may need to make 3 or 4 guesses to really see what is happening. Make a table or a chart. Tables and charts are great ways to organize information. They also give you an at-a-glance view that other forms of information just do not have. Try a simpler problem. This is one of my favorite problem-solving methods when working with complex problems, big sets of data, and large numbers. Working with a smaller problem or one without extra information often helps me see how a large problem can be solved. If I can simplify the problem so I begin with a limited number of steps, I can build outwards to the larger problem. I add parts and reevaluate the solution, continuing this process until I can come up with a solution to the larger problem. Use a model, sometimes a physical model with tiles, counters, or base 10 blocks is helpful to represent the problem and obtain a solution. Furthermore, drawn models like number lines or bar models can help make sense of the problem, represent the problem, and find a solution. Write an equation. Sometimes you just need to write an equation. There are many problems in my mathematical world, and using Polya's 4-step problem-solving process makes finding solutions more accessible. I am on a committee that is putting on a function. A lot of handshakes will be going on, and I am not a fan of germs. I plan to provide enough hand sanitizer for each handshake. If everyone attending shakes everyone else's hand, that would be a lot of hand sanitizer. Should I want to solve this problem, explain how strategies, such as starting with a simpler problem, acting it out, drawing a picture, and looking for patterns, might be helpful. Joe is buying a new car. Joe is having trouble deciding between two and asked me to help. I suggested a table with at least 5 essential factors. What characteristics would you suggest Joe use? Explain why your choices are important to this decision-making process. Looking at the past year's electric bills made me wonder if I am being charged the same rate each month or if the electricity cost varies by month or season. Name 2 or 3 strategies that might be helpful to find this information. Makayla drives a forklift. There is one area where she can fit 4 stacks of pallets. Makayla has 12 pallets to place and wants to know how many ways there are to stack them in 4 piles. What questions might you want to ask to understand this problem better? What strategy do you think would be more helpful to use first? Acting it out or drawing a picture? Polya's 4-step problem-solving process is helpful, from 1- and 2-step word problems found in math textbooks to larger problems requiring 20 or more steps. Remember, understand, make a plan, carry out your plan, and then reflect on what happened. Using this method can even help you address enormous problems.